Hey everybody, it is Michael from Replica Airguns with another tabletop video. Today we're looking at a airsoft rifle. This is the Acturus AK06 AK AEG Airsoft Rifle. Again, this is the tabletop review. There will be no shooting in it. If you want to see this gun performing, shooting at a target, getting velocity tests, things like that, you'll have to stay posted for my field test shooting review coming up later on. Now this product is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store at the time of this video, and I believe it should be coming to the US store as well. Some of the products are listed in the US store, they just seem to be out of stock, at least in the Acturus line of AEG Airsoft Rifles. So let's start off with the specifications. This product is made by Acturus. It's possibly distributed by Jag Precision Airsoft. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it is made by Acturus. It's also based on the AK platform, as you can see here. The AK06 shoots in semi and full auto and has a single action only electric trigger. It shoots 6mm plastic airsoft BBs at a velocity claimed to be 380 to 400 FPS. And this product is almost all metal construction with a stamped steel receiver and a steel top dust cover, so lots of metal in it. It does come with both a high cap and mid cap magazines capable of holding 550 rounds in the high cap and up to 135 rounds on the mid cap. This gun features a full metal version 3 gearbox with quick change spring, fully upgradable, and has an adjustable rotary hop-up. Now you're going to have to use a small stick LiPo battery in voltages anywhere from 7.4 to 11.1. I've tested 11.1 and I'll show you here in a bit. You can shoot both in full auto, but it'll be a very high rate of fire, and semi-auto without any double rounds going off. This gun weighs in at about 6 pounds or 2.7 kilograms, has a total length folded of 18.9 inches and unfolded of 27.4 inches, which is 480 millimeters and 695 millimeters respectively. The barrel is 9.8 inches or 250 millimeters with a 6.02 millimeter tight bore barrel, non-rifled. You're going to find an iron post front sight and a notch rear sight, not adjustable by the way. And you can also see here it has a folding metal stock. In terms of mounting points, you're going to find M-LOK underneath, Picatinny top and sides, along with an AK style side rail for AK SVD type mounting options. The AK06 also comes with a DIN connector adapter, as it has a DIN connector inside. And right in front of the trigger, you're going to find a spring tension release button, which is nice to release the spring tension if you're going to store it for either long or mid-term. All right, let's take a look at the box, the manual, the extra magazine, the flash hider, and the cleaning rod, and whatever else I can find in there. So we'll just show you some of the stuff that comes with it right now. So you have this high cap mag here, right, with the spring tensioner. Right now we've got the mid cap put into the gun or loaded into the gun. There's no ammo, of course, right now. You also have another flash hider. This is a squared off flash hider. You could put whatever flash hider you want on there. It's just a standard flash hider, so whatever you want to put on there. Of course, you get your cleaning rod, jam rod, right, for cleaning the barrel and unjamming it if you have to. You're going to find a manual and a little picture here of some of the products. You've got this guy right here, which is information about the velocity. So they shot 5 rounds and recorded the velocities. And I believe this is with 0.02 gram BBs. All right, here's the manual. Basic information in here, nothing exciting. Okay. So there's a spring release there. You can see that. Hop-up adjustment. Okay. This one does have a rotary hop-up adjustment. I have seen other videos with a different style hop-up, so I think it depends on when and where you get it. You do get some stickers, kind of nice, why not? And you do get some Allen keys, right, for, I'm sure, the rails and stuff like that, right, if you want to take them off or adjust them. And last but not least, you have a little baggie in here with some items. So it looks like you have some sort of a glass, right, coaster type thing. It's definitely a coaster. You have this magnetic Acturus, not really a patch, but something for your fridge, like a fridge magnet. And then you have the DIN's connector adapter, because a lot of LiPo batteries are going to have this type of connector. So if you don't have a DIN's connector on your LiPo battery, you can easily use that. Quickly going to take a look at the box. Not much here to really see, but it is nice. Done a good job. I can't get it all in here, but yeah, it's really hard to get it all in here, but it's just a box, right? Nothing exciting. Pretty much the same on the back. Not a lot to see there. All right, at this point, we're going to take a quick look around this gun. I'll kind of go over. I'm just going to take the magazine out just because it's kind of bulky. So here's your magazine. Again, this is the the mid-cap magazine. I did see somewhere that it says it is adjustable. I don't know how, but it's adjustable for 30 round versus 135 rounds. I can't figure out how to adjust it. You know, one easy way of adjusting it is just put 30 rounds in it, right? That's 30 rounds, or load it up fully. That's 135 rounds. But if you want to keep it more realistic, you might want to go with the 30 round option. Okay, let's take a look at the rifle here. We're just going to look at it first here. So all pretty much metal. This whole front rail system is metal. Everything's essentially metal. The front sight is metal. The rails are metal. The rear sight is metal. The dust cover is metal. The receiver is metal. And those are steel parts. Okay, I'm not sure if this is aluminum. Could be. But very nice system here. Wow. You have your charging handle with your hop-up right there. Okay, so there's your rotary hop-up. Selector switch, right? You have your trigger with your spring tension release, magazine release there. Okay, I'll take the dust cover off in a second here. You have your folding magazine, folding stock that you just basically pull up here, pull up, and then it's tension, so it's got a little bit, you got to really pull it a bit. There's tension there, so it's not just going to flop open. Okay, if you want to get at your motor adjustments, you can do that. Metal trigger, of course. Really nice looking gun. There's your AK rail set up there, right? Okay, really nice looking gun. See if there's any branding on it that I've missed. So you just have some branding there with the serial number. Okay. All right, we're going to take the dust cover off here real quick. So metal dust cover, right? There's your Dean's connector. There's your internals. You could get at the hop up with the dust cover off as well. So that's where the battery goes. It goes right down that tube there. And you'll notice that this guy just doesn't fit. So I don't have a battery that's going to fit here. So when I do the test, I'll just have to do it with the dust cover off. But let's, do we have the Dean's connector? We're going to need the Dean's connector adapter. Okay, so that's what it's for. Tight. Why so tight? There we go. Okay, so it's on there. You just put that on. And then you can put your Dean's connector. Right, so now we're ready to go. Safe. Full auto. I guess that's semi-auto. Full auto and safe, okay. I was wondering why it wasn't shooting there. I think it was in the wrong position. So now if you wanted to release the spring tension, hold on. Okay, see? You just do that. Okay, kind of cool. So that's pretty neat. We're just going to take this off for now. Put the dust cover back on, just like you normally would. Okay, you might be able to slam it, but okay, this one you can, so not too bad. All right, we're going to put that sight or that stock back. All right. All right, let's talk pros and cons. There's lots of mounting options here with the Picatinny rails, the M-LOK setup on the bottom, and the AK side rail. The AK06 also shoots in semi and full auto, has that all metal folding rear stock, and is a mostly metal construction with lots of actual steel, including the receiver and dust cover. This is a weighty gun at 6 pounds, so it feels awesome to hold. It does come with the 2 magazines, one high cap and one mid-cap magazine. In the box is included a secondary black squared off flash hider, but you can put whatever flash hider you want on it. It's a nice compact design, so it could probably easily go in a backpack with that stock folded up. You also have the quick change spring system and easy to get an adjustable rotary hop-up adjustment. And because of the higher FPS, 380 to 400, it should be pretty decent at longer range shooting. We'll have to check that claimed FPS when I do the field test shooting review. In terms of cons, you will need a very specific battery type, thinner and longer, so nothing too bulky. So you might have to invest in a new battery if you don't have such a battery. The sights on the AK06 are non-adjustable. So if you want some sort of adjustable sight, you're going to have to put like a red dot on there or some sort of mounted sight. And that folding stock is not adjustable for pull length. It's nice and convenient that you can shorten the gun up really tight, but in terms of adjusting the length, well, you're not going to have that option. All right, that wraps up this tabletop review for the Acturus AK06 AK AEG Airsoft Rifle. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay posted for my field test shooting video coming out shortly. Again, if you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description to buy it in our Canada store, and hopefully there will be some product available in our US store shortly. If you're interested in other products, air guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, check out replicaAirguns.ca for Canada products and replicaAirguns.us for US-based products. Now, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe before you head out. Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.